I hate to start this video off on such a downer, but if you guys haven't heard the news yet, there will not be any deluxes for the 2023 mainline year. This is not to say they won't bring them back in 2024. This is not to say they won't include oversized vehicles in multi-packs like they did with the Circus biplane, as you can see over there in that 4-pack exclusive to Target. This is also not to say that you might not see a couple in playsets as plastic cars like with Ivy. But regardless of all that, it still is super sad because there are a lot of oversized vehicles, a lot of oversized characters in Cars on the Road that I would absolutely love. And this is the same with every movie. Like when Cars 2 came out, they needed that deluxe line so they could do the triple-decker bus. So they could do, or the double-decker bus. That would be insane if it was triple-decker. So they could do, Submarine Finmic Missile, Kingpin Nobunaga, the Pope Mobile, the Pope himself, like all those cool characters. And then Cars 3, Miss Fritter, Dr. Damage, Mr. Drippy, the fire truck. I mean, the list goes on and on. So to remove that element from the main line, it's extremely detrimental. It's a huge loss for us collectors. Now for them, deluxes might have been losing them money. Otherwise, I don't understand why they would get rid of the line. It just kind of fell in the shambles. I feel like it was probably just kind of a byproduct of just lack of attention on the line. You can't just keep infusing the old into the brand new cases. You can't keep putting Red, Mac, Van Scanling, Rotor Turboski. Like those have been circulating over the last 4 years in almost every case. It's ridiculous. That's not going to work. Target and Walmart realized that, stopped carrying deluxes, forced deluxes to stores like H-E-B, Meyer, Fred Meyer, stuff like that. And when that happens, I mean, you're just not selling as many to retailers. I mean, there simply are not as many Meyer, Fred Meyer's, H-E-B stores combined than Walmart and Target stores. Not even close. And so my point is, with characters like Cap'n Long Leggy here, who would be at least a deluxe, I mean, he's gigantic. This is super accurate to scale, and this is a bigger, like this would not fit in deluxe packaging, so who knows if they would even be able to release him regardless, but they aren't going to be able to do Ivy as a single deluxe. They aren't going to be able to do the Clutch Humboldt, the RV Bigfoot Hunter. They're not going to be able to do the Movie Star Ivy. They're not going to be able to do the Spider Car. Tons of stuff like that. Really disappointing. But as I always say, that is why we have customizers. Now, for some of that stuff, like the Spider Car and Cap'n Long Leggy, like how do you make a custom of that? Well, you have to be really creative and you have to be really good at 3D printing. And Michael Duffy is exactly that. He is the master of 3D printing. As you can see, almost all these parts, like the add-ons, are 3D printed. The ice cream cone, the mufflers, the parts and all that stuff. He did use like a Dustin Mellows model as the base, obviously, because it's the same exact model, but everything else is 3D printed, which is super cool. I absolutely admire that. I just can't believe how you can master something like that. I don't know. I just wouldn't even know where to start with 3D modeling and rendering and stuff like that. So super cool. Huge shout out to him. I'll leave his contact info in the description below. He does sell here and there, so if you want to try and inquire about something, feel free to do so. I did review kind of like a collaboration custom of his before with Jim Scavenger being the Senorita Mia and Tia's. This is about a billion steps above that because he like tackled a full-on monstrous car. I mean, I can't say enough good things about this. I say a lot of good things about all the customs I review because I truly do love them all. But this one, like this is truly one of the best customs I have ever seen because of the fact that it involved so much agency on the part of the customizer. You're not just repainting something. You're not just putting decals and repainting something. You're creating a lot of this stuff from scratch. So it just is mind-boggling to me. It is absolutely one of the best customs I have ever seen in my 16 years of cars collecting. So without any further ado, let's get right into it here. This guy's so big, we can't even like review him down on the table. We have to be raised up a little bit. So yeah, he's got the expression that really emphasizes how the character appears in the short, just kind of that cocky Australian, like, hey, look what we got here, these clackety kitty cars. By the way, if you guys didn't know, the name Cap'n Long Leggy is revealed in the credits, the cast credits. It's not something that's said during the episode. So yeah, I love the expression, because that certainly is not what Dustin Mellows' expression is. He isn't looking that scheming. And he's super dirty because he's been out in the wasteland, in the Badlands, literally, for years now, I would assume. And so super dirty, super muddy. Everything's kind of faded and tainted. Lots of dirt upsplash. And Michael Duffy did a great job of making it look that way. It looks super gritty, and I love it. So awkward to hold this guy, though. I don't want to break anything. Just going to give him a big boy palm like that. But yeah, taking a look at the intricacies here. You have 3 spikes on the fenders there, each of which 3D printed. Really cool. You got some lights up top there. Side view mirrors. Those came from Dustin Mellows, I'm pretty sure. Now, he did his best emulating the decals. Not everything probably is 100% accurate, but because of the fact that we don't get like a perfect look at him in the show from all angles, this is going to be one of the more difficult things. But he did a wonderful job, in my opinion. Like, this is accurate in my mind. And obviously, Cap'n Long Leggy used to be an ice cream truck that would come around and sell ice cream, but he's taking a different career path now, despite the fact that he still has everything advertised on here. So you can see on the left there, specialty flavors, and there's a whole bunch. Carber, I can't even read these. These are really small, but yeah, you can see traffic cones, brake shakes, Sunday drives, fresh antifreeze, tire pops, bucket of gasoline, dipsticks, Rocky Road, ice cold coolant. Read all that. Let's see if I could put this up to my face for a second here, guys. If I could read this. Don't blow a gasket is one. Carburetor. Oh yeah, that's fun. Fjord siesta. It's a dessert, I think. Tog Yoda. Anna Honda. Windshield Viper. Corvette. Like core, C-O-R-E, and then vet. So yeah, that is kind of the rundown on a bunch of those. I couldn't read them all, but awesome. Absolutely adore that. And then just admire the structure to this. I mean, I would have no idea how to go about making this. I mean, this is extremely difficult. Like, look at all these iron rods in here that are bringing together all the axles. Oh my God, it's just so beautiful. You got these giant mufflers on either side here that are really banged up. Of course, you have the ice cream cone that's kind of melting on the roof there. Can't believe that hasn't fallen off in his years of war out here in the Badlands. Because as you could probably see, I'll show you guys actually right now, him from the episode. And he takes an absolute tumble. Like during the war scene, during the battle, he falls. He tumbles over. And I definitely think he's going to be missing a few things once he comes out of that. But we do see him later on in the episode driving into town once they've all reconciled. And I don't know, he looks pretty good. So, guess not, but I would have assumed that he took a beating there. All right, moving on here. On the left side of him, he's got this ring, kind of like a piercing, like a lip piercing essentially. And then you have like his 3 main flavors of ice cream, or products, I guess you would say. Vanana, like vanilla. Caramel. Oh my God, I love that. Like caramel. And then Simply Lemon. So cool. Oh my God, that's a nasty looking ice cream cone though. Like, I would not want to eat that. Like, it looks like it's got oil and tar on it. Ugh. You can also see that the trailer here is like a little cockeyed, like it's not level. Probably because he's been out in the Badlands bouncing around on rocky terrain, messing up his suspension. But yeah, there's not much else to say. It's just so well detailed, just absolutely absorb. Like, look at all the stuff going on down there. You got all these wires. I'm just in awe. I don't know where I'm going to display this guy because he's so massive, but he absolutely deserves a big spot. Nice spot. Even the tires here, he's got, red rims with spikes coming out of them. So cool. Oh my goodness gracious. I love it so much. We absolutely need more characters from the Road Rumblers episode, because so far the only Mattel thing that they've done is the color changer Rumbler McQueen. McDonald's did Rumbler McQueen and Rumbler Mater, but besides that, there's nothing else out there you can get from that episode, which is really sucky because the episode is so cool and has so much potential, despite there being a lot of repaints as well. This guy kind of strikes me like Ice Creamer. Another monster truck ice cream truck. Obviously a lot cleaner, a lot smaller from Monster Truck Mater. So who wins in the fight, Ice Creamer or Cap'n Long Leggy? Yeah, I'm definitely taking Cap'n Long Leggy. He's like twice his size. Very cool. Ice Creamer is definitely a newer ice cream truck and not the old like Dustin Mellows style. He's also kind of like Dr. Feelbad. Like I know he's not an ambulance, but he just kind of gives me those vibes. This is a factory custom Dr. Feelbad, by the way. That's why he's got gray eyelids. For anyone wondering, and then I brought out Miss Fritter because they're just two like badass characters that are so wild looking. Like you have a school bus with devil horn exhaust or smokestacks, and then you have this Australian ice cream truck that captures, he like kidnaps famous race cars and forces them into combat in the Thunder Cone. Yeah. Wow. I love it, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Oh my gosh. Can't say enough good things about this. And hopefully I'm able to review more of Michael Duffy's work in the future. You guys let me know what you think about the custom. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys soon for another one. Bye now.